Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, late to the party movie reviews. We have a classic here, almost celebrating 40 years. Revenge of the Nerds, 1984, starring Robert Carradine, Curtis Armstrong, Donald Gibb, Julia Montgomery, Larry B. Scott, Anthony Edwards, James Cromwell. Wow, 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 wow. Revenge of the Nerds is an American comedy franchise. The series revolves around a group of socially inept students trying to get revenge on their harassers. Let's see. This is. I want the movie, not the franchise. That's no bueno. It's not given. Here we go. Come on, give me something better. 6.6. Oh, scrolling on me. 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's low.
Right? That's horrible.
People grading it right now.
I'm sure.
Well, that was gonna be my thing about this. Like, I think what we're calling it the Goonie effect. I think because I was watching it again, I was laughing, and I'm like, but I was laughing to myself because number one, I don't think any kid nowadays would get any of the references. You know what I mean? Like down to like him being at computer school and he made that little drawing for her and shit. And fucking, I was like, damn, that looks really low budget, dude. Like, but in my head, I'm going like, it's the '80s. That was hot.
I can do it. I can do that on my phone. I can make a thumbnail better than that in like 2 minutes.
Some kid pulls out a toy. He goes, "Look, I made my Fisher Price fucking thing. Does it better than that?" You know, like I get it, but you know, I still found the same things funny as I did when I was a kid.
What the hell?
Ooh, Ogre, dude. Ogre is the best fucking character in the world. Just the way, because all he says is one thing: nerds. and the way he shakes when he says it, you're like, he hates these motherfuckers.
I don't think he does. I think he ends up being a nerd in one of the sequels.
Right. That's my. I like this one, but number 2 is my favorite. That's my favorite one because
they're all downhill.
Nerds
in Paradise?
Yeah, I love Nerds in Paradise, dude. When that it has some of the best jokes in there, dude. Like when he's being trained by the fucking like Miyagi style guy, Booger is, and they're like hawking snot rockets at each other and shit, dude. But he's like Mr. Miyagi teaching him how to fucking do it, dude. It's hilarious, dude.
No, this one they didn't have any nudity in the sequels though.
No, they didn't. They were very.
That came for me as a kid. I was like, Revenge of the Nerds is so awesome. My parents were letting me watch it. It's about geeks uprising, and then they didn't pay attention when the boobs popped out. It was glorious.
Well, it wasn't because it wasn't overdone. That's why it wasn't Porky style, where there's like literally a 10-minute.
I don't know, man. I mean, think about it. There's like, isn't it?
I like the pie. I forgot about the pie.
So when they do the panty.
The panty
raids. Like, can you not go to jail for panty raids? What would that be? Trespassing and.
It's the same reason why I figured out what I'm going to make.
What about the moonwalk? The moonwalk was a tad bit rapey. Like, if she didn't like it, you know, that was some moments, man.
That was very rapey, but fucking, you know, like the whole, but even that whole turn was like, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot. I thought it was like a little more stretched out, but it was like literally she got ate out and she was fucking like, I'm leaving the other guy and I'm gonna go with you now. Nerds are better than eating pussy. I literally was dying. I was like, that's all it takes? No wonder I'm so good at it. Spray. But no, but again, like when I was watching it, because I was gonna have my kid watch it with me, but he came in like through part of it, and he was like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "It's this old movie Dad used to watch. Like I used to love it." I'm like, "You can watch it if you want." He's like, "I'm not. I think Porky's fucked him up." He's like, "Is it like Porky's?" I go, "It's a soft Porky's, dude. It's a soft Porky's. Like it's not bad, dude." Because we were watching Road Trip. That was on TV, and I turned it on, and it was like Tom Green. I was like, "Oh, this guy used to make me laugh, yada yada." And then like the chick takes off the top, and my wife's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" We're like, titties. She fucking smacked the shit out of me. So I didn't let him watch it because I didn't want to get smacked again.
All right, Liz,
Yes.
our girl of the group.
I was waiting for like that comment to come out. Okay, what'd you think? Okay. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a dated like movie. It's not one of those ones where you're like, oh, it's got some like redeeming like quality thing that goes through top. You know what I mean? Like this movie it's definitely a movie for its time. It's got everything like in it.
The opening song.
The the college frat life, all that stuff. You can't get away with the stupid hazing that they were doing in there. You can't get away with, all the drinking. You can't get the panty raid. All of that stuff. Yeah, everybody was like, oh my god. You know what? But I'm glad I watched it when I was a kid because, it was funny. It was goofy. It was even for a kid. Oh my god, there's boobies. Like, I gotta say, even as a girl.
Josh got you with a panty raid, didn't he? That's how he got you. He ran in, did a panty raid, and then you guys met like eye to eye, and you're like, dream lover.
Exactly how it went. Panty raid at the comic.
I wouldn't be a nerd if I didn't do it.
That's my man.
Let's just say that's not the scene of the movie that got me to fall in love with them. Just saying. Anyway.
It was the javelin throw, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I was gonna say.
So here's the thing, though, right? Here's wasted potential. This is going to be the Xennial plot twist, right? This is how they would do it nowadays. Nowadays, they might get all the way to the spot to where they get the Omega Moose to come to the party, and then Lamar gives them all makeovers. And then they end up being hot and beautiful because they got made over. They like take the pigtails out of the one girl, take the glasses off, and suddenly she's Scarlett Johansson.
No, I think
it would. Yeah,
I love the scene where the first the black guys didn't want to get him into the sorority. And then fucking they see what, like, they're being mistreated and shit. And they're kind of like, yeah, fuck that, dude. Let's go kick their ass. But then I love the fact, the part that killed me is at the end when they show up to save the day. And every one of them look like they're 45. Like, no one looks like they belong in college. They had gray like my beard, dude, like walking up. I'm going to fuck you up. I was like, damn, dude. These guys are still in college.
Yeah, but think about it. The nerds go on to invent Facebook and Tesla and shit, and then Stan Gable ends up marrying Marcy Darcy.
Hey, but he got to become friends with Al Bundy, and I'll tell you what, that's a hero of mine. I'd love to be friends with him any day of the week.
You're in no man's land now, baby.
Marcy Darcy, he was the photographer on the Love Boat. So,
I've been watching the Married with Children lately, and there's literally a scene where he talks about that. Like, he accidentally goes, like, someone hands him a camera and he says a line from the Love Boat, and he goes, oh no, wait, and then he calls someone else like Doc. And then another time, a nerd was there, and he was like, nerd. I mean, oh hey, how's it going, like that and shit. I was like,
yeah.
Well, I wanted to just bring up a couple of things about Revenge of the Nerds. First of all, even though the movie is dated, I think the real problem with the dating of the film is not so much like the comedy or even the technology, but I think it's the portrayal of how college is. I went to college in the 90s, so like a decade after this. It was nothing like that at that time. And I know that today, it's even further removed from that. There was no, like, that kind of, like, open atmosphere and all these different people that were there. Like, now it's all drones. Everybody's the same. Everybody's like marching from one class to another. That stuff doesn't exist. That was like the time for our parents. You know what I mean? That's when they went to college. When I went to college, it was nothing like that at all. Yeah, not even.
We come from a weird time, man. Gen Xers, we come from a really weird time because we kind of grew up on our own, man. It's like I saw this meme the other day where it was like Gen X. We were 30 when we were 10, and we're 30 at 52. So it's like
we have issues, that's for sure.
We were feral. We were the feral generation.
But
Well, yeah, like
the other thing that I wanted to bring up, and I know this is probably going to sound controversial, but did anybody
no
else?
way, not you.
Did anybody else notice that every time the gay guy Lamar was getting into trouble, he was with the little kid? You ever notice that? Did you ever notice that?
I didn't notice that.
They're always together. They were the ones putting in the cameras. They're the ones doing the dance routines together. And you know they had to practice that. And you know how Lamar is. I'm telling you, man.
He's recruiting.
Eyes open.
No, man. They literally had the scene where the kid is talking to the girls, and the titties are right here. It's one of my favorite shots.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, yeah. I'm learning aerodynamics. You know, like this and that, dude. Like, and then he just turns to the camera and goes. I was like, yep, that's an '80s movie right there, dude.
Broke
Like,
the wall.
It didn't
Yeah,
seem
I
like
love
the
that.
kid was affected, but I'm just saying that there was clearly some intent going on there.
Well, I was like, I again, dude, I dug it, but I like part 2 more. Like, I love part 2. I think part 2 is like funny as shit to me. Like, this one was kind of just giggling.
I like part 2 also. I did like it, but it was missing 4 or 5 things that this one had.
Isn't Anthony Edwards one of them?
He's in it for 2.5 seconds,
Yeah,
like right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But every time I see him in this movie, it makes me want to watch the movie I'm going to make you guys watch fucking for my next pick.
I bet I can guess it.
What do you think it is?
It's gonna be Gotcha.
God damn it, dude! We are soul sisters. God damn it!
We have half a brain between the two of us.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, no one knows that movie. That's one of my all-time favorites.
I love Gotcha.
Dude, every
Who's
time
next?
I've ever. It ain't me. I don't think. No.
Was
Yeah.
it?
No, it's you. I think.
Or was it Josh?
No, I had mine like was The Hunt for October. That was like 2 movies ago.
That was.
So is it my turn?
I had Clue, right?
Yeah.
Then
It's Fuzzy's turn.
Gotcha, gotcha. Where I want you
too late to turn back now.
All right.
No.
Before the horrible karaoke renditions of Gotcha permeate the show with stinkyosity. Let's get into the buckets. All right. Classic 1984 movie. 73% on Rotten Tomatoes actually has. So, Liz, how many buckets for you?
I'm gonna give it 7 buckets. I mean, for at the time that it came out, it was good. I mean, it does have some cultural, like, people still refer to it. It pops up every now and then. But I mean, I don't know. It was still. I mean, it was funny. I enjoyed it. Yeah, 7. Let's get 7. I'm not gonna. It just kind of is.
I was inclined to give it a 7 for kind of the same reasons, just because of the, it is a little dated, but it is nostalgic, and there were some legitimately funny parts. But I'm gonna have to knock it down to 6 because I am disturbed about the Lamar and kid thing. I didn't pick up on that when I was younger, and now being old, given our cultural context, man, I see it and I'm like, oh shit.
He's woke. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
I woke up.
He woke up.
It's woke from being woke. Awakened. He has had an awakening.
Awakened. Now I see it.
Well,
I still love this one. I can think of 5 great reasons why. There's Betty. There's the other one in the mirror. and then there was the hair pie. That's 5 great reasons.
Frontal in this one, like that was, yeah.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. I was like, "Ooh, I forgot there's Bush."
So that's fucked like 5 points right there on the fuzzy scale. That would put this movie like at a 12, huh? All right, Fuzz. It's a 12 on the fuzzy scale. It's up to you now, Fuzzy. What do you got?
I'm going with on this one. Okay, I'm going to grade it 2 ways. One is as far as just the movie goes, it does still hold. There's a story there. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's got its moments because of that. And again, classic moments. Forget that things are different. I mean, we could watch a movie that takes place in the 70s and hear people be called racial slurs, and we understand it takes place. So understand when you watch this is what was like at that time. You're gonna love it. Don't nitpick it. Enjoy it. Don't think that every kid's getting diddled. Just enjoy it, dude. It's like have a good time with it. But I agree, because of those titty shots and that muff shot. I forgot about muff in the movies, dude. Okay, dude, I totally forgot. I was like, this is almost porn. I like it, and the pie. You guys keep forgetting the pie. Like the brilliancy of like, why is the line so big? And the guy eats it.
It's okay. Okay.
This is why.
I was laughing so hard. So I'm gonna give it at least a 9. Like, it's a 9. It's easily a 9. Because I liked it, but it just was weird watching it again. Like, I was just like, oh, I forgot about this. Because I keep thinking of part 2, and I was like, fuck, I need to watch part 2 again.
We needed a tension breaker. We needed something to make us smile after the Red October.
What?
So,
Red
October's serious, dude.
Gotcha's gonna make
serious.
You smile, and you're gonna be
So
like,
we got
this
Gotcha
is the
coming?
most amazing. Okay, there's Black Dynamite, there's Pulp Fiction.
Oh my
You know
god!
what I'm saying? And then there's Gotcha.
You already
Right
lost
here, it's right
credibility
here.
by putting Black Dynamite ahead of Pulp Fiction.
How dare you, sir?
How dare me?
Man, I'm so pissed I didn't get to see his new movie in the movie theater right
Yeah, I'm
now.
gonna throw Black Dynamite at you the next time I see you with a real fuse and everything.
That sounds like Black Cock. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Gotcha. Coming next week. Fuzzy, let's get out of here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And as always, have some love, some peace, and that Popeye's grease. We out. Peace.